Hello and welcome to the Familiar Podcast, episode 14, correct? Right, guys?
No. Is it 14?
It is 14. 13 was the very unlucky number.
It was!
Yes.
God damn, it feels like it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy's playing Halo 5 right now.
No, I'm not. What makes you say that?
This isn't Avatar the video game?
This is So today, who do I have with me? I am Timothy Bergen, of course.
I'm John Oliver.
I'm Neil.
That's Neil.
Say your last name, bitch.
I'm not saying.
That's fine.
I'm Zach the Hack.
Zach the Hack.
Last name undecided because I'm changing it at some
Fair
point.
enough. And I'm Timothy Bergen. Okay, so some stuff happened this week. A little bit.
Just a tiny bit of stuff.
Just a tiny bit of stuff. A new game came out.
A few shitty games came out.
Go fuck
Things
yourself.
no one were excited for. From Halo 5.
Shove it up your ass.
There's no
Assassin's
hype.
Creed.
What the fuck?
Dude, I played.
Has anybody played Syndicate yet?
No.
No? Yeah, I think John plans on getting that one, right? John, you plan on getting that one? I swear to
Sorry,
God, I
sorry.
will fucking kill you.
Sorry.
Dude, no, give me your fucking...
No,
you were going to
I'll
lose
tell her.
phone privileges.
I will tell her. Hold on.
You gotta fucking tell her. I swear to God, all I tell Katie is, hey, doing a podcast right now, can't talk. And she goes, okay, babe, I get that you're doing something else and you kind of live a life and you
I
breathe
am
away from
texting
your
her the
phone.
words now.
Good. You're texting her with your hands?
Yeah, with my fucking special hands, you fucking dick.
Special hands.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Syndicate here within probably the next week or so.
Yeah.
I've read some reviews and it's actually got, I think, Game Informer gave it a 9. Fucking, I don't know, fucking other game channels, but
yeah, some other
IGN
shit.
gave it a 9, and I mean,
Who cares about IGN's ratings anyway?
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
most of
who
the
does
sites ratings are
all right,
bullshit. They
whatever,
give,
what the
shitty
fuck
games.
ever, but
But I'm pretty sure it's good. Like,
Yeah, it's somewhat accurate. Let's be honest.
all right,
For
but
trusted
what
sources.
fucking regardless, it's gotten a lot of good
I'm on
ratings.
fire.
Gamers have said they liked it, so I'm pretty excited to play it. I was having doubts for a little bit because I mean the storyline looked meh, but I mean I've kind of looked into it a little bit more, getting a little bit more excited. I mean I haven't really been excited about a fucking Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag, which was 2 Assassin's Creed games ago, so it's
Amen.
about 2 years ago. But yeah, no, it's gonna be good, all fun and dandy, and also
I'm so excited to see if they have razor blade bowler hats.
that would be
For
fucking
Ultimate
awesome.
Because that was my thing. I
From
was
fucking
most,
Wild Wild West,
most excited for.
shit was dope.
You know what I'm excited to play? Halo 5. I'm genuinely
You're playing it right now.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I am.
Stop
I am
lying.
playing it. That's great.
I played Halo 5 like years ago. It's called Halo 3.
But yeah, I could talk about Halo 5 a shit ton, which we'll probably save that for a little bit more in the middle of the podcast. But yeah, how's everybody's life? John, anything new happened this week for you?
Yeah, I
it did.
started my new job
And I'm so
at
sorry.
Geico. No, it's actually pretty alright. It's just waking up early. It's a little bit of change of pace, but it's about it really. I mean, I'm talking to this girl, but who knows if it's gonna go anywhere. And then
Who knows if it's gonna go anywhere? So what's her name on your phone?
she is the goddess.
The goddess.
The goddess.
Yes.
What, you guys hear that?
Which
What's that?
The
sound?
It was a personal choice. I promised on my
Yeah,
life.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sure.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, okay. Neil,
What?
you're not usually on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're very new to the scene.
Yeah.
How do you like it so far?
It's alright.
So where did we find you on the street?
In the corner of my room in the shadow.
Fair enough.
He came from the darkness essentially. Is what he's trying to get at.
Yeah, Neil he's been meeting up in most of our recordings and stuff, and then finally today we were just about to record, and he was like, "Can I jump in on this one?" And I
Yeah.
rearrange the whole room.
Just for my ass.
Fuck it.
Intern
It works though.
Yeah, it does work. I like it. This is more of a chill table.
I feel like it's like that 7 show right now. Just because they're all facing
The only
each
thing
other.
that's missing is a lava lamp
I feel like that.
and a camera.
Anyways.
Ready?
And 70.
And some more butt chins. We need some Ashton Kutcher butt chins in here.
Oh wait, are these things that I have to shoot? Are they, oh.
Alright, but another thing in gaming news that's coming out, Nintendo announced a new game that they're doing. It's for a mobile device, or mobile devices rather. It's called Miyoto. And essentially it's like a big social networking thing where you can make a Mii, kind of like one of the things from a Wii, so like Wii U, they made like a little avatar that you can make. But what they're doing with it is they're making it like kind of like a big like, I don't know if any of you guys ever played like Gaia Online or Virtual Magic Kingdom or fuck, what's the other one called?
Oh my God, Virtual Magic Kingdom.
That shit was awesome.
Christ.
Remember that?
We did. Okay, wait.
My heart was broken when it got shut down. But there's also I think it's another one. But
Is
yeah,
like
I used to do.
you get what I'm saying.
So it's basically what you would do is you would make your own little avatar.
It's like you're like an actual like person, kind of like an anime looking
Yeah,
person.
no, but I'm saying like how they did Tomodachi Life, where you can like create a character and then do a bunch of stuff. But this is like an MMO version of that.
So let me.
For which
so
one? Virtual
roll
Magic
this.
Kingdom?
You were
No, for the new Nintendo game.
Oh, essentially.
No,
Well, I don't know. I never
some
played
Magic
Tamagotchi
Kingdom.
Life, but okay, hold on.
That's the one that is.
Let me finish up with Nintendo's new game. So it's basically like that. It's kind of like a massive multiplayer online, and I'm not sure if they're gonna have like what kind of activities they're gonna have. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be like Nintendo related. I guess it's gonna be pretty cool. You'll probably be able to go through like Sonic stages or Mario stages, Legend of Zelda stages, what have you. You know, maybe play some Mario Kart, whatever. You know, I think it's gonna be pretty cool what they're gonna do with it. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but I mean, you could have a couple ideas. It's not.
Is it just mobile? It's not like.
It's just mobile. It's not to progress Wii U sales, which have done absolutely awful. It came out 2012, I believe.
Because I mean, they've only original.
Well, that's because they haven't had any big title.
They had a shit lineup.
They
should have had a few like, good games.
They had a horrible lineup.
They should have waited for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate to come out.
Yeah, they should.
Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate was amazing.
What they did wrong was they didn't have any big titles. Big titles meaning Legend of Zelda, Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Mario Party.
But I mean, at that point, what are you
games.
supposed
Those
to do?
games didn't come out until maybe 6 months after the Wii U came out, and even farther than that.
Yeah, but would you like if you're, let's say you're losing money already? Do you hold off on your new console and your new controller, or do you?
Because Xbox and PS4 came out recently, and they was buying theirs. So if you give people time, maybe they save up enough where they think they have disposable income to buy a Wii U and an awesome game. But instead, you just try to release it at the same time with two obviously superior consoles and game lineups.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a bad business move.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think Nintendo's ever really been good about putting out a new console and at the same time putting out a game that matches the intensity of that console. Because I mean, look, Xbox One was what? Black Flag and what else? Unity. That's what they came with.
Xbox One started with Rise and Forza.
Okay, and then Titanfall also was kind of with that.
Yeah.
Well,
and Titanfall was awesome.
PS4 and Xbox also had games that were already last generation, but like updated versions.
Yeah.
So they weren't new releases, but they were really popular games.
It was so fun games to play that you could even test the Xbox One.
So, but because I think Nintendo was used to having like they have the hand console, like the portable consoles down, but PSP was never really competitive.
I mean, I think they've
PSP
sold
had the
more.
same problem the Wii U has.
I think they've actually sold more like 3DSs and handheld systems than they have.
The PS
Wii
Vita
U.
is the only competitor now, and they had the same problem the Wii U did, where they had no really unique or good games when it first came out.
Yeah.
So why would anyone buy it?
Yeah.
So I think Nintendo needs to just switch to 3DS, like handheld stuff.
Well, that's debatable.
Things,
They're actually coming out with a new system. I've talked about in the a couple previous podcasts. It's the NX. Essentially, it's going to be a mix between a console and a portable device, to where you can download the games on your console, but then also so it's going to be kind of like a gamepad kind of thing, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually download it on your console, play it in your living room, but then take the game with you and go somewhere else. So you can be like sitting playing the new Legend of Zelda that's going to come out, which I believe is going to be portable for the Wii U and also the NX. Kind of how they did with Twilight Princess, how it was for GameCube and for Wii.
Yeah.
They released for both, one as an opener for the Wii U, and another one so that people who own the GameCube could still enjoy it, but they didn't spend the money on the Wii, quite yet. But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know, Nintendo's made a lot of, I'd say, sorry mistakes.
You know what else hurts them a lot? Nintendo Japan's stance against online reviews.
Yeah.
And how when people will do reviews of their games or playthroughs, which is just getting them free marketing, they'll throw a bitch fit and copyright strike, try to get the ad revenue from it or get it taken down. Like, they're really bad about YouTube, but YouTube is growing in Japan a little bit.
Yeah,
so I think when they grasp onto that, maybe they'll see some more profits, because you have to let online internet reviewers do stuff now. Otherwise, you're gonna have a shitty public image and people aren't gonna.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I believe, because Xbox had a lot, like whenever Xbox One first came out, and they had all like when they released it like E3 and all those press conferences, and they showed all they had.
They had a bunch of shit decisions.
The online like community just exploded. They hated everything they were doing, and then Xbox saw that, reformed, redid their image, and made it to where it was something the consumers would want to buy. So I mean, it's a smart move to allow your gamers, your customers, to be able to express themselves towards the company, so that way the company can kind of see what they're doing wrong or possibly expand on certain areas that people like.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't see people playing their games and talking about playing their games, even if it is just at their house. I don't see how they wouldn't see that as a solid review.
Right.
It's stupid.
Right.
I think they're worried that if they get a negative review, it'll spill faster.
Well, I mean, of course
Well,
it would,
I mean,
but then don't put out shitty content.
Well, that's
You're
what I'm
always
saying.
gonna
It's more work for them to make quality stuff. And this is a lot to do with specific developers that go after YouTubers when they give negative reviews.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, go through the effort to make a good game, and then you won't have to deal with people giving, like, negative reviews. You might have people say, I'm really don't like it, but they're not going to trash it because they don't like it.
They're gonna
Most
trash
reviewers
it
they're going to be like, I personally don't like it, but I can see how it appeals to people. But if it's a terrible game, they're just going to say it's a terrible game.
Yeah.
So, like, gone are the days where you can pay off a magazine or like a website to write a good review and
to
have them suck your dick. Now you have independent people that are doing it for the fans of theirs.
Right.
And trying to be honest a lot of times. So you have to deal with that. So people are changing it, it's probably a good thing.
Right.
Bringing it back to the power to the players.
But again, like, Nintendo's content has been slacking.
Yeah, no,
that's why
that's the thing.
they should be scared about it.
They didn't release any of their big titles for at least
like,
6
I don't
months to
even
a
think
year.
they
I
should
mean,
still be
they
releasing
didn't
big
even come out
titles.
with Super Smash
They need to
Bros.
get the
When did
new
they come
Zelda
out
out.
with?
No. Still, it's
A
still
year
not
ago?
original. It's still not
Over a year
original
ago?
content. That's what bothers me.
No,
Like,
Super Smash Bros. Is original content.
no, it's not.
Yes, what the fuck?
What do you mean? No,
It's Nintendo original.
Yeah, I get that. That's not what I mean. I mean they don't come out with any new releases of anything.
To be fair, the what is it called? Squid shooters. I've heard really good things.
Yeah,
That was
How incredibly cool that
Splatoon.
is.
That's very I found that so interesting that was actually a good game.
I will defend the new Legend of Zelda coming out.
Yeah.
That game's gonna be
Just
awesome.
because it's a
They're
sequel-
building a lot upon it though.
The Legend of Zelda series is really good at, I would say Pokemon too, where they keep the same generic formula,
Yeah.
but they change certain things in the storyline.
And they keep the storyline driven.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I get that I'm playing a Halo game right now. But I mean, this is only Halo 5, and I mean, you could.
Yeah,
count,
but
like,
it's not the
Halo Wars.
5th installment in the Halo series.
Yeah, but they have so many. There's just nothing new coming out from Nintendo. That would get me
That's
to switch
entirely
to Nintendo.
debatable.
But they do have.
Well, that's
some
the thing.
really
That's the
solid
thing about
series. They have Mario.
You just said something that I really want to touch down on. You go and say what you need, and then I'm going to fucking get on his ass about
Why?
what you just
'Cause
said.
I don't
Shut up right
switch to
now.
Nintendo?
No,
Fuck
stop.
you.
It's
It's
not
a
even
shitty-
that. It's not even that.
What is it?
Stop what you're saying.
I will
Let
say
him talk.
they don't have a lot of new brand new IPs
Yeah.
and if you don't know, fans, intellectual properties coming out, but they do have some really solid series in franchises that defined gaming for a long time.
Exactly.
They have Mario, they have Legend of Zelda. Monster Hunter is, I think, now just Nintendo because they only do Wii U and 3DS.
Right.
They have
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem is amazing. Splatoon looks like it's going to be like they're going to have a franchise with that, and that's probably going to be probably like an FPS. It's the first real FPS that they had on a.
And it's
Nintendo
not
console.
even that really like
We got
that
Smash
violent.
Bros, which is incredibly popular, especially in the competitive.
And it's just a
Incredible-
more
competitive.
booming community. Like it just keeps growing by the day.
So I think
Yeah.
what they should do is focus on the main franchises, because right now they've been doing things where they let smaller games come through, like that people aren't really excited for or don't really have a lot of growth with the community. I think for now, because they're seeing a loss in profits, what they really need to do is go full force on the franchises they know people really love.
I mean, they kind of did that because they just released Mario Maker, and that's a really
That's what I'm
good
saying,
game.
and they have the new Legend of Zelda, which looks amazing. From the pre-alpha footage and hearing the developers talk about it,
But they
Yeah.
keep
it looks like they're doing a lot
They
of
keep
cool stuff with
postponing it, and they have not given us any information about the storyline, timeline placement, anything.
But it's neat just to know that it's out there and they're doing a lot to make it like an updated RPG rather than like keeping the same previous style. It's more like an open world, like a Witcher. Or like
they don't like to call it open world though for some reason, which is interesting. I don't know why. They want it
to be their own specific.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's safe. Like like Halo, like Xbox comes out with new titles. Not everybody is interested in Call of Duty and Halo. They're interested in...
Well, those are harder because they're not just... They're cross-platform. They're PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of exclusive games for consoles now. You have, what? Halo?
You have Halo, you have
Gears
Forza,
of War, but I don't know if they're even making another one. You have Uncharted, Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
I guess Metal Gear is it only...
No,
Xbox
it's
now?
on both.
Okay, because they were originally Sony only.
Right.
So, like, nowadays with those big companies, it's more with the developers. But Nintendo is very specific about making sure that the development usually goes through Nintendo itself, not outside developers, and that's kind of a problem in some ways.
Yeah.
But because they do that, they're able to keep their franchises really, like, honest to what they are without having a lot of external...
But that's why they're losing so much revenue and sales and customers, is because they're not putting out anything new.
I have to disagree.
What do you mean you'd have to disagree?
I disagree on that because... Well, yeah, no, the numbers don't lie, but I feel like
I think the Wii U is what hurt them.
No, not even. The Wii U is a powerful console.
Wii U, honestly,
it's a good console.
Right, but
it has the potential, but their marketing ploy was awful. They did not market it properly. If it was marketed properly, if they put ads out more, if they put out bigger releases for more games that people were more interested in, not all these side games. I mean, they have like endless side games I don't even know about that like I can't even list to you because I have no interest in them, you know. But let me hop onto this real quick.
Hold on, first I wanted to agree with you on the Wii U. Like I'll even say that the Wii U was new and it was different, and that's honestly out of everything that John has showed me about the Wii U, I love the gamepad, I love the controller, and I think that's completely true that they didn't market it right, and I think that's just something Nintendo has a huge problem with is marketing.
Yeah, exactly. But let me get onto this where you said you would not be a Nintendo. What did you say?
Yeah, they're not doing anything to make me switch to Nintendo.
Okay, there it is. Switch to Nintendo.
Yeah.
You're not gonna switch to Nintendo. That's the thing is that it's between PlayStation and Xbox. Those are the big two, right?
Yeah, because they actually do stuff for people to like PlayStation has done things to where I'll say where I've thought about, oh, well, let me stop playing Xbox and I'll actually switch to a PlayStation. Okay,
listen, those two are the ones you could switch between the two. Nintendo is the third party where it's not, hey, I'm going to switch to Nintendo. Nintendo's the thing that you go back to. They're the neutral party. They're the party that they have good games. They have games like, it's not like, oh, I'm going to be a Nintendo exclusive player. Like, I play Xbox and Nintendo. It's more of like kind of like a symbiotic like relationship in like a sense to where like it's because they don't have like any really like large third-party games that are on Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo has like released information that they're speculating about getting third-party developers onto their system so that way they could sell more copies and more systems and all that. But that's the thing is that you don't switch to Nintendo. Nintendo's just there for Nintendo to be there.
Okay,
they transcend the console wars because
exactly.
You think of Nintendo not by the console but by the company. So
all I just heard you say is that Nintendo doesn't even really matter, and you don't need to, like, Nintendo doesn't even need to be there. It's just kind of sitting there. There's nobody who has strong feelings about Nintendo, and that's why they lose customers.
That is a total fucking lie.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
That is like the most wrong
Yeah,
thing.
but they're not, I get it. There are people who had been with Nintendo since the beginning, and that's why they're still with Nintendo. Nintendo is not picking up that many new gamers, and again, nobody is saying, let me be a Nintendo gamer.
Well, that's because most people are driven by Call of Duty and all these mainstream games.
Exactly, and that goes back to Nintendo has not put out any new games for people to genuinely be like very heart-throbbing interested in. And I get it, like there's Super Smash Bros. But again, Super Smash Bros. Has been out for a long time, and those people that are playing it now are the same people that were playing it years ago.
Well, I'm pretty sure Nintendo doesn't really care about the competition. That's why they're like so hard up on everything and so strict about what
But that's why Nintendo's gonna fall after a while. They need to be in on It's like if you said if if like Pepsi didn't really give a shit about Coke. You need to care about the competition in business, or you're gonna fall. Like that's just what it comes down to.
But I don't even see them in the same market. I think Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. Is that they're a different entity, you know,
like being their own
PlayStation and Xbox.
They're games though.
Well, what are they going to do?
Games, but that doesn't mean like as I said, you don't switch to Nintendo. Nintendo's just there for you to be able to enjoy the Nintendo game.
The only way you could say that I'm going to switch
because
is if they start using the same games that other consoles have.
Right, and if Nintendo games were on other consoles.
But then that destroys the whole purpose of Nintendo having their own console, because Nintendo's consoles are supposed to be for Nintendo original games, not to have like other popular cross-platform games.
That's the reason you don't see Mario on Xbox or on Sony products.
And that's why they don't come into the
Super
conversation.
Smash Bros. And all these other ones.
Like you said, it's Xbox versus PlayStation, because they have a lot of very the same games on each side, and then they have their own unique games. Nintendo has all their own unique games, so they're not even in the discussion because it's a totally different reason to have a console. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like you can't really compete because you're not using a lot of the same games. And I think I like the idea of Nintendo doing their own thing, like being their own, because that's what Nintendo is like. They have their own image. They're like really clean, slick.
Yeah, no, and
like they're creative. A lot of their games are really creative when they have original games, like Splatoon, for example.
Right.
FPS, but like a simple mechanic that was so creative and like changed the game, and like a lot of people like really love that game. Like for a Nintendo game, it's becoming like a Nintendo classic, even though it just came out not that long ago.
Right.
And then you have like the staple series of gaming that are Nintendo.
Like and I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that I don't love Nintendo. Because you guys know I love playing Nintendo games. We play Nintendo games together. Yeah, especially. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure we're like the last generation who will know like what the classic Nintendo.
Right, but like the only thing the only thing that bothered me that what you said is that you would not switch to Nintendo. It's just that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
new
don't
people won't
switch
be
to Nintendo.
I think kids are being picked up.
Kids are very much being picked up by it. Kids are buying fucking 3DSs out the fucking ass.
Yeah.
What I said earlier is that 3DS sales and all other DS sales have been fantastic for Nintendo.
It's the Wii U. They put so much money into the Wii U. They lost a lot. That's the main thing.
The Wii U is what I'm focusing on. I get that DSs are still in handheld shit.
Which I think they should focus on Wii U being like a lot of their mainstay series, and maybe the 3DS having exclusive smaller titles.
Right.
Because you're more likely, because it's $40 or whatever to buy a DS game, you're more likely to spend that on like a new IP that you don't know a lot about.
Yeah.
As opposed to whatever it costs is at the normal price for Wii U.
It's 60, yeah.
So they should maybe focus on just their strengths for the Wii U and try to get those sales up. And then maybe later on they can sort of bring back smaller new IPs.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. No, I see that.
I don't really think Nintendo was like ever trying to compete, because like whenever it was Xbox 360 and PS3 just like arguing against each other, it was always either they have better like exclusive games or they have better graphics or this and that. Like, Nintendo, they've never.
They're all exclusive, so like you don't have a choice. If you want to play Nintendo games, you have to
have it. Exactly. That's why.
That's their niche.
That's why Smash Bros. Sold consoles, was because it was Smash Bros. It was a new Smash Bros. Installment that was a lot of fun. They changed a lot of stuff. I mean, it was just a different game. People wanted to play it, so people went out and bought that console. I mean, hell, the reason I bought a Wii U was for Super fucking Smash Bros. Like, I mean, it's sold consoles.
Because Legend of Zelda is probably the most.
Oh no, Legend of Zelda. John's already shown me enough about the new game that it looks great.
Whenever that does get announced a date, I think people are going to go batshit for it.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll help save them, and then buy Wii U's and stuff. They can do a special deal if you buy a new Wii U and you get the game with it or something. Like the combo, like they did with I got the 3DS XL with the new Legend of Zelda game, Link Between Worlds.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it was amazing. Like, it's one of my top.
I've heard from multiple people it's like one of their favorite Legend of Zelda games.
It's beautiful because I love Link to the Past so much, and it takes what's really good about that and adds just a simple new mechanic into a painting.
Yeah. And
that changes everything, and like all different new types of puzzles. Like, it's not a hard game, but it's really enjoyable. Like, it's not challenging, but it's really fun. And I don't know if this new one sounds like it might be more challenging, which would be interesting to see. Like.
Right.
A Zelda game that's more difficult, because Ocarina was difficult for the puzzles, but the combat's never been hard. Majora's Mask, same thing. It's always the puzzles that are a little bit difficult.
Twilight Princess as well.
But I think this one's gonna have more focus on some combat mechanics to make it more.
No, it's definitely going to be a lot more combat mechanic or based. It's going to have a lot more exploration based. What I did read was that the reason Nintendo was pushing it back so far is because they gave it to game testers. The game testers said they loved the game, they loved how open world it was, the combat, the exploration, but they thought the story was not driven. They didn't think the side quests were connected enough to the story, such as like Majora's Mask. Like while you were playing Majora's Mask, you were doing side quests and all that. They all tied into what was going on in the story, right? Like the moon crashing in, and all these people are having to do the stuff for them.
It's an RPG first, so it has to have a solid story.
Exactly.
Mario can get away.
That's
Mario's story is bullshit. It's just
the gameplay.
The Legend of Zelda is sold by the RPG elements of it mostly.
Exactly, and that's why people are speculating that they have delayed it so much is because Nintendo's took that information and then scrapped the story, rebuilt the story, and are just making it like literally the best Zelda game they possibly
Which
can.
is good because I'd rather than
that's
delay
the
it
thing.
and give
Exactly.
us
Give us a shitty game, then delay it and then give us a fucking fantastic game that will fit into the timeline beautifully and give us like a really good experience.
The Nintendo gaming community is they kind of expect that. Like I think if a Call of Duty was like, yeah, we're gonna
almost every Legend of Zelda game has been
because
delayed.
we want to make sure it's like top notch.
People will lose
like,
their shit.
What the fuck? You gotta do one every year. Like I just want a new fucking same game with a different skin on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So like that, there's the different types of gamers and consoles. Nintendo is still more like there's a respect for Nintendo as like the company as opposed to like I want it now. I don't care if it's like, if you think it's not good enough. So that's just another cool thing about the company.
So did you guys know that boils can just kind of show up out of nowhere on your body?
I didn't know that, but thank you.
You're welcome, and I'll tell you why I said that. Because
you have a boil on your body?
I have a boil on my body.
Where is it?
It's on my armpit.
I was wondering why you were doing that.
Where?
Like, it's significantly shrunk down because we put Neosporin on a Band-Aid and we put it in, like, apparently, like, it can give you, like, horrible infections and you can die from those infections.
Holy shit.
Like, it puts a bunch of shit in your body. It's really gross. I just woke up with something what I thought was, like, a giant... It was fucking giant.
How big?
Like, I mean, like, no, like, literally, like,
holy
that big,
shit.
And it came off my body, like, that big.
My god.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Oh shit, so this is like the time in life where it's like that episode of like Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy gets that boil?
I was thinking of Carl. Oh, wait, yeah. Wasn't that kid on Timmy Turner? Didn't he have a boil? Yeah, apparently they can just show up and you need to, like, clean them regularly or you'll, die.
Shit happens.
Shit happens, right?
Back to the subject of Nintendo.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's been about 30 minutes we've been talking about fucking Nintendo.
Shut up! I think Nintendo's awesome,
you'll like what I'm
right?
gonna say.
Because we are
The only thing about Nintendo is I feel like they're not gonna like have any quality content until the MX or whatever comes out because all their games they've been putting out lately, like it's the only good ones other than Smash Bros. That I like personally would want to buy on Wii U is fucking the new Mario Maker, but they just put out Yoshi's Woolly World. They try to hype it as much as possible by putting out the amiibos and stuff. It's a cool little like thing to their console too. But the story is like it pretty much is like a 3D Mario game, pretty much. But the only thing like
I saw some gameplay on that.
Yeah, they're putting out a Animal Crossing game, but it's really disappointing because it's not like Animal Crossing, like the one on Wii.
What do you mean?
It's not open world like all that, like and all that.
Like the other Animal Crossings?
Yeah, it's not like that at all.
What?
Yeah, I don't even know. I forget exactly how it's supposed to be, but I wish they would put out another brand new open world Animal Crossing.
Yeah, so what we were gonna do before we got into whatever the fuck
Nintendo debate.
Apparently, we were gonna ask John and Neil because I don't think we did it with John.
No,
we did not. John's been here for a while. Y'all know John, of course.
Hi.
And yeah, we were gonna ask Neil and John basically the questions that Zach and I answered at
episode 2.
It was episode 2.
Episode what?
What
rather do what do do what? Yeah, do.
Do I have to make it out of here? I think I do.
Yeah, do is 2.
Can I jump down here? Oh, evac now. Okay, that's what she said.
Alright.
Yeah, so, the first question is...
Get on this. I'm excited.
Let's start with your favorite series, and I think the rules were you had to at least play 3 games in the series, so it has to have at least 3, and you have to play all of them. Or it can have more than that, you can play 3.
Neil, have you ever played the series?
It was top 5 for us, but Neil said he doesn't want to top 5, he can just give us a favorite.
I can't really think, like, right now. Like, okay, there's 2. I'd say Banjo-Kazooie, but they didn't make a third one.
Nice.
It makes you cry every time.
I'll allow it.
But yeah, they're supposed to make 3, but they.
You could say like the specific is like Half-Life. You could say even though they don't have a 3, but it's like that's because of the developers. Yeah, you would play it immediately if they came out with a real Banjo 3, not that chance and both. If they had Banjo 3 or something, which.
No, I don't think they would. Because they're the people that made Banjo-Kazooie, they left Rare or whatever, and they're making their own game. It's like some other thing.
I've never actually played it.
They're even getting the original sound, like the cast for the music from Banjo, and they're making it into that game.
Yeah, because I remember hearing it from the guy who was like the sound music guy. Yeah. He was talking about it.
I'm a little hyped for that. I think it's cool. I don't remember what it is.
It's in the same style. I know what you're talking about. So that'll be technically Banjo 3.
That's
you could spiritual successor.
Yeah, in a universe that is not here. But the other
one is obviously Smash.
No, I mean that's not really. There's no story. I played all the Smashes. I would include that, but like I was more thinking towards Gears of War because I played all 3 Gears of War.
Man, what a fucking story!
Yeah,
God damn it. John, favorite
Alright,
series?
we already know what I'm gonna say here.
Well, you do.
Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
My favorite of the series is actually Twilight Princess.
Now, would you say these are like your favorite games as well?
Yes.
Twilight Princess would be your favorite game of all time.
My favorite game of all time.
Fair enough.
Really?
I still go back to this day just to go get all the collectibles.
That's
very shocking.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good game. I really enjoyed the storyline. I really loved the combat. I thought that the graphics were really nice. I loved the realism behind it. I loved the enemies. I thought the bosses were awesome. The temples were really fun. There's a lot of challenge behind them. I just really liked that fucking game. Like,
can I interrupt you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even on my top.
Neil's like, I fucking hated that game.
No. Well, I'm gonna embarrass John.
No, a lot of people say that.
I've never heard anyone say.
No. A lot of people say they don't like Twilight Princess.
Yeah, a lot of people put it low on the list of games.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know it's not in my top 5? Nintendo.
It's all about
what are the 2 in front of it then? Because it's just fucking Xbox and PS3.
Atari, bro.
I was about to say, yeah.
Sega's life, bro.
Sega.
Turbo Graphics.
Dreamcast.
Yeah. Don't fucking Dreamcast.
No, I had a Dreamcast. That shit was awesome.
It was awesome. Sonic Adventure 2.
I actually thought of 2 other series. Sonic and Pokemon. Pokemon was my
Pokemon's Pokemon.
How did I forget about that? That is my
Pokemon Go. I mean, we've already talked about it on the podcast, but I mean, still. And I know we only have that trailer, but God, I can't remember.
I heard they
What's your favorite Pokemon game?
I hope not.
Favorite? It'd have to be first, like, or the second generation.
Oh, okay. So that was
that shit like
not Diamond.
That was gold, silver, crystal.
Yeah. Mine's the 4th generation.
Diamond Pro.
No. 4th.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, it is 4th. The 4th is Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Well, that's a remake of the first.
Yes.
Isn't that a remake of Ruby and Emerald?
No.
No.
Ruby and Emerald have what, Groudon?
Because that was third generation.
Okay,
I thought Fire Red
and Leaf Green were the remakes of
the original.
first.
Okay.
Red, blue.
Because I Fire Emblem, not Fire Emblem. Fire Red, I fucking with a torch it.
It was a badass remake.
Blaziken.
Because like
you the Mudkip, bro.
You don't even know. You thought. I'm not even gonna school your ass on Pokemon knowledge right now. You thought.
You were so close to getting.
Well, I never played the original, so I always think of it as the same separate thing. I never played Yellow.
Yellow? Man, I am Yellow.
Because I played the first one was it must have been the second one. I had a Game Boy Color.
I started off Red, but then like that was like off my brother's Game Boy. Original like Game Boy Color. Then eventually, like for my birthday, my dad got me an SP. I skipped the Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
I wish I had one.
I had all of them.
Those were so cool to me, dude.
The SPs were.
I loved how it looked.
The SP was like a little mini laptop.
Yeah, you could like put in your pocket. It was pretty cool.
Exactly.
The other one was too bulky.
Yeah. But I had an SP. I had like I started off on Pokemon.
Yeah. I still have mine. I actually haven't played it.
True. I have one sitting on my wall.
Yeah, Brian already beat this game. He got this game this morning, and I came home from work or school, and he had already beaten it.
I'm not surprised.
I'm so angry about that. I got it last night.
I guess that means they put a lot more effort in
What do you mean? The campaign so far has been fucking.
Well, I mean,
I don't know the ending.
short.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is again. It's the middle of a trilogy. Like that's what everybody. Like, this doesn't have to end spectacularly, to be honest. I mean,
well, they ended Halo 4 incredibly shittily.
What happened? What do you mean?
The fucking boss battle was so fucking.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that.
Awful.
Cortana died.
Do.
Cortana died. Really?
You can just make another freaking Cortana, bro.
No, they can't.
Dude, can we talk about how awesome Jack and Daxter is?
Okay, but I'm gonna. Can I spoil it for you? I mean, since we're at this part.
Oh yeah.
What?
What's going on right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cortana's alive, and we're hunting.
Like I didn't see that coming.
The original duo.
Right. I'd be so mad if Cortana stayed dead. What are you talking about? By the way, there's a trailer for Outlast 2, and that was just, a thing. It was pretty bad trailer.
It's trying to be True Detective, but it's not. So
it's not.
But, so what were you hit Pokemon and what? Was it saying?
You said Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie.
Alright, John, do you have because I think we did top 5. So
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know your
John,
top 5 favorite
John wasn't
series.
finished, but I was going to
Top
embarrass him
5
really
favorite
quick.
series?
Yeah.
I was going to embarrass him really quick. He says Ocarina is his favorite.
No, I
Yet
didn't.
he never played on an N64.
I didn't have a fucking N64 as a kid because my parents didn't love me that much. So
I mean, mine don't, but I still have one.
Wait, so
there
John,
it is.
John, what are your top 5 favorite series?
Because a lot of people
Favorite
would
series.
say,
That's
yeah, like
a lot of people would argue that Twilight Princess is just a shitty version of Ocarina.
No, I know. I've heard that. I've heard that plenty of times.
Have you played
but
Ocarina?
Yeah.
And you still,
I'm gonna title this podcast.
I do prefer
fucking
Twilight.
Nintendo.
I just like the combat a lot more. I like the storyline a lot. I like.
you like turning into a wolf
I like Nintendo.
and riding a Beyblade up the wall.
Bro,
That was
big
what you enjoy.
That's another topic.
Man, look at
They
this-
added a lot of cool
look at this
things into
beautiful
Twilight
game. Too bad it's
Princess.
not
You
on
really
Nintendo.
can't deny that. Like, it was a really cool game. Like,
What's your favorite Zelda
Let's
game
go,
art
peasants.
style?
art style?
Mine's a Wind Waker.
Yeah, but what are
Yeah,
your
Wind
favorite
Waker.
top 5 series?
I'm stuck between Twilight Princess and
Holy
Wind
shit!
Waker.
Yeah, let's move on. Your top
Top 5
your other
series,
four.
for
They don't have
fuck's
to be-
sake.
They don't have to be in order. I don't
I'm
think
never
they
gonna be the
Okay,
one to
okay.
play the game again because I'm Jesus Christ. I can't focus on this game and keep us on track at the same time.
Okay, so not in order. Well, I mean, Legend of Zelda's at first, but so Legend of Zelda,
This first, of course.
Assassin's Creed, Elder Scrolls, The Witcher, and
So you played all of The Witcher?
I haven't played the first one. I played the second and third, and apparently
Can't include that.
That wasn't
You
part of
gotta
the.
play
That
at
was
it has to be full. Damn.
They're only ones that you played the first 2, but they just haven't released a third because they're assholes.
Yeah.
Like Half-Life and Banjo.
Shit,
Fuck.
But if they have 3 and you haven't played all of
Oh
them,
God.
I might compare it to mine because you got 2 of mine with yours right then.
Hold on.
It's a beautiful
I
sunset.
know, thank you. That's why I looked at it for a second.
Okay, I'm on. Well, fuck. I need 2 more, right?
Because then you got
I'll
2.
probably think of 2 other ones.
You got. I had Assassin's Creed and Legend of Zelda in my top 5 list.
Right.
But yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the games you've played. Fable?
you know-
Not a Fable?
Oh, I did play all 3 of the Fable games.
Yeah.
Fable was pretty fun, actually.
The first 2 I heard.
They were-
First two
the
were
first
great.
one was the best.
3 we did play,
I played 3.
Yeah,
but
Wait,
it
was
wasn't
also
definitely.
bad.
2 was way better.
Yeah, I absolutely
Easily.
agree.
I've been considering buying the Fable Anniversary HD remake for PC, but
That
I
would be.
don't know if
They have it through the, I think, Xbox 360.
They finally released it on PC. They had Fable 2, but they didn't have Fable 1. But then they released the Anniversary.
I want to get Fable fucking 1 because that game was so awesome.
You're probably gonna hate me, John. My top 5 list. I don't know if you remember. It did not include Elder Scrolls.
Really?
Commander.
It was really
What?
tough. It
Because-
was very tough, but I had to
Yeah.
like, edge it out.
We talked about it.
Wow.
Didn't you say, though, what was your favorite game?
Skyrim. At
Exactly.
the time, it was Skyrim.
Okay, fair enough.
Now it's probably.
We've changed as people. Just so we can move on to the next goddamn question,
Oh, yeah,
because
let
fuck
me
me.
get it back up.
What was top 5?
Wait, did we get Neil's favorite game? Because we had
We did.
John's.
What, didn't we?
Your favorite game of all time. And I remember a lot of people will say, if you were on an island with one game, what would you play? I don't think that's a good question because then you have to take in other variables like replay value, gameplay, that kind of stuff. But if you had a lot of money and there was only one copy of each game that's ever been made, what game would you pay the most to get? Like if it was an auction.
Get comfortable.
I'd probably buy
Take it back. It's headed for
Melee.
Zion.
Halo 5.
Towards the
or
Guardian.
Smash Melee. I mean, what I was originally gonna say, without like that little extra shit, I was gonna say Gears of War 1 because I'd play that game over and over, literally for years. Like literally before like the Xbox One came out, I'd still be playing it. Like, the servers are dead. I play games for like multiplayer. I'm not too much in the campaign. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I play everything competitively. I get
Yeah, you do. You do.
That's the difference.
We know.
Y'all are casuals.
That was some basic ass bitches. I was gonna say, what is y'all's favorite top 5 movies? Movies. Because here we do talk about movies as well. We talk. We touch up.
You gotta prep for that. That's a hard list.
Touch up on trailers.
I can think of maybe 2 right now.
Okay, give me your 2. I don't care.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist is my favorite movie.
Okay, now that
and then
wasn't it the one where most of the movie was?
That's a really good fucking movie.
Was Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist? Was that the movie where? There's more plot around that gum than there is.
Gum.
Yeah.
Like she drops her gum in the toilet.
Oh yeah.
And then and then it keeps going around to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
I would rewatch that every time I'm sick. But the only other one I would say is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Nice.
I can think of right
Both
now.
with Michael Cera.
Both Michael Cera.
That's cool. I like that.
That's very interesting.
Alright.
You're right. You're really good.
So first, there's not real any first because these are all such great fucking movies.
Watch yourself.
Can I say series as well?
We can end series. Why not?
Can I just because I have a couple series?
Okay, sure.
Lord of the Rings, obviously. Star Wars, obviously.
Obviously.
I feel like let's take those 2 out of it because those are the obvious answers.
Okay. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fucking
I'll buy the whole
I'd say. God, a lot of them.
Yeah, that's about most of mine were.
Reservoir Dogs is one of them. Kill Bill is volume 1 and 2.
That counts as one.
It counts as one big one.
Yeah, it's one story.
Alright, awesome. Let's see. I like True Grit a lot. The original.
The remake was pretty
I
good.
really like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Fistful. Actually, all 3 of those. The Fistful of Dollars, Good, Bad, and Ugly, and a few dollars more. That's the 3. It's kind of like a series, I suppose you could say. Those 3 movies are really fucking great. And then so that's 4. And then to top it off, I'd say.
There's my mouth thumbnail because I can't use my hands.
I'd say either Pineapple Express or The Interview.
Why are
Why?
you
Get
thinking
the fuck out of here. Really?
I
Pineapple
really
Express?
like those movies.
Everything I heard.
They're really
it's
fucking
not a good
funny.
Movie, it's just the hype made it popular.
The
No,
hype and
I
what
thought they were
how
really
marketed
funny.
it was really
I thought
good.
they were really fucking funny.
It's a forgettable movie.
Nah.
Yeah,
I really fucking
want to
like
add
them.
something because you just reminded me of
They're stoner films. They're not that great.
They're fucking hilarious, bro.
Pineapple Express does have a good plot.
I really do like those movies. Like,
But I was gonna say 21 Jump Street, but I was also thinking Dodgeball because that was one of my favorite first movies.
Dodgeball's a good
I
one.
remember the first 10 times I watched it. I laughed really hard. It's not like my whole
Exactly.
family was.
Yeah, right. Somehow Dodgeball is so inappropriate yet such a family movie.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can watch that with. It's weird.
And even my mom laughed at it every time. Like, she's usually the one who's like, that was stupid. Like, every comment she's like, that was dumb. I don't know why you didn't watch that. But she was actually like, oh, that was really funny. Did we give ours? Because I don't remember giving a top 5 movies.
I thought we gave the top 5 movies.
Because I was thinking of one right now.
Yeah, no, because I
I mean, you
gave,
guys can go back and
I
see.
gave the
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino one.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's so hard because, like.
because remember I said
I'm
Pulp Fiction.
saying.
Pulp Fiction was definitely like my favorite.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was thinking that too.
That
Damn
would be
it.
in my top 5 best movies.
There's like
not
a
my
top
5 favorite.
15, if not top 10 movies.
Amen.
Like,
Well,
there's just so
That's why I
many,
like. That's why I
yeah.
like the question.
I want to go through mine again. because I think
I'm gonna have to replace like Pineapple Express with fucking Pulp
Yeah, I don't know
Fiction
why I
for
got
sure.
one.
And I gotta.
But I mean, I think it's fair because if it's your favorite, like the question is your favorite, not what are the top 5 best movies of all time.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because then Pulp Fiction is like pretty guaranteed to be in the top 10 list. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're ever changing people,
But that's boring because
know,
you can always agree like, oh, Schindler's List, The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, Pulp Fiction. What was the Orson Welles one?
I can't remember. I think there's this one Bruce Lee movie I really fucking loved. It was whenever he went into the tower. I can't remember what it's
The
called.
Game of Death.
Is it the
He
Game of
didn't
Death?
even finish that one. They did like a shitty. Because remember what they had to do? He died like.
I mean, I've only watched
They had
it like
another
2 or 3
guy, and they
times
did
when I
like
was a little
like a
kid.
shitty composite of Bruce Lee's face onto the guy's body.
Really?
Yeah, but I agree. The parts where he's in it, the fight scene
They're
with him
fucking
in the
awesome.
bar,
Yeah.
and the nunchuck guy were really good. I think best Bruce Lee movie is probably Enter the Dragon.
I thought of my fifth.
Since we're ever changing people, and my list is of course changed.
I want to hear it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You just came up with
I don't
this
give a
fifth.
fuck. Fuck you. What, Neil? What do you want to say?
I
God
was the one
fucking
who
damn.
brought- hey,
I'm the one who tried to say that
swear
fucking
at
sentence.
me.
Yes.
Swear at me.
Because you've been the one interrupting everybody, you shit. Okay, go, Neil.
I was gonna say you go first, but John.
I don't want to fucking. No, you go, Neil.
I was gonna say Punisher.
I like that.
Y'all never seen?
There's a couple of them.
Oh, is that the
Dolph
superhero
Lundgren one?
No, I've seen the one there's filming St. Pete.
I know which one you're talking
I
about. I
like
couldn't
the
tell you
one.
any of the actors anymore. But I know which one you're talking about. It's a solid. It's a good cult movie.
Yeah, that's the only movie that's not comedy I like.
Yeah, now I can get this fucking joke out. Since we're ever changing people, yeah, I'm gonna change my list. My favorite movie is Fantastic Four. Ha ha ha! Okay, cool. Now we're done with that fucking bit. What?
I was gonna say,
What?
I think what the
Shut the
list
fuck up.
is to include one of each genre, because like then it's easier to pick out like.
That's fair. Except that'd be even harder, actually.
So
That'd be
I would
way
say-
harder. Now you're making it a college essay.
This
for
is
like-
like fucking Saw or something. Like,
Shit, bro.
Yeah, I'll go through mine, 'cause I have them pretty well thought out. For
Okay.
horror, it's definitely Alien, which is also my favorite movie.
huh?
My favorite
Action.
horror film? Ooh,
Action would
it
be
is about to be Halloween.
fucking Terminator 2.
Halloween is technically tomorrow.
Terminator 2 is just like the classic action film. Like it's so iconic. Because Terminator 1 is a great horror film, but Terminator 2 is like the definitive action film. Comedies, it's really hard between Shaun of the Dead or Blazing Saddles. Because they're both so
I'm going
different, but
Blazing Saddles.
they're both
Dude.
so incredibly like kind of revolutionary for their time. Like Shaun of the Dead is so incredibly intelligent and well written, and it changed comedies. From
I'd
like
say
they're not-
Blazing
but Blazing Saddles was so
Blazing Saddles
revolutionary at
is
the
way
time.
far.
What'd you think of Django?
I like Django.
It was
a lot.
awesome.
a really
Yeah,
good
who didn't
Western.
like Django?
It was. I love seeing Tarantino.
I can't wait
do
to
a
see
Western.
Hateful Eight though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I probably
The
would
Revenant
side.
with Leonardo DiCaprio looks awesome.
and Tom Hardy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, to finish my list, I would probably side with Blazing Saddles with you guys, but it's a really tough one.
I do like Shaun of the Dead a lot.
Shaun of the Dead's a good movie. Still, I don't think
I wouldn't put that up there.
It's
though.
one of the best comedies ever filmed.
That's very debatable.
That is a huge
I would
debatable
disagree. Like,
Maybe the best zombie comedy.
comedy
Yeah,
movie. You
there
could
it
put
is.
that.
That's it.
Yeah.
that's, but there's not many of those, so that's not.
Exactly.
I mean, all the Resident Evils, I guess, are comedies.
that was that was the point.
You want to throw in what's another good genre? It'd be like a
Fantasy.
Fantasy besides Lord of the Rings. Would be, there's not a lot of good fantasies outside of Lord of the Rings. That's
Lord of the Rings,
That's the really sad part.
Can we talk about anime?
If we do, let's do a
Fuck, no.
kids film.
Jesus, we are not weeaboozing.
I'd say Flushed Away. That'd be my favorite.
really?
Flushed
movie was
away.
fun.
What is that? What was that again?
It was the Rats.
You're gonna
And
choose
the
that
Slugs.
over all of the Disney movies, all the Tim Burton movies.
On
the
it,
Disney
actually, now that you bring it up, my favorite fantasy is Halloween Town. Just saying.
There we go. Halloween Town all the way.
I would have to go with.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, it's between. It was between for me that and Fox and the Hound, and I have to go Fox and the Hound. 'cause
Okay.
Are we
that's-
just saying favorite child animated?
that was the next genre, just because of children movies like targeted towards kids. And what's a good Sid
No,
genre?
my favorite fucking child movie was Robin Hood when he was a fox.
Oh,
That was my favorite.
Robin Hood Men in
movie.
Tights
How
is
about
my
Galaxy
favorite.
Quest? Isn't that what it was called? What was that movie?
Princess Bride, I guess you could
God
say it's
damn
a
it.
kids film, and now is
Princess
that,
Bride's
that
a
movie
great
was
one.
so
Incredible
great.
movie.
That one's still good today.
like not just because of. the
I've watched
writing,
that movie
like,
so many
the
times.
cinematography is amazing, the acting is amazing, the writing is amazing.
It's just
Like,
a
it's
really
just,
awesome movie.
Like people say, like, oh, it's because it's a kids movie.
well,
Like,
I guess we are at an impasse.
well, what's a good fit the genre? Like, what would you say is like another? Yeah, horror,
I
action,
think-
comedy,
I think
Sci-fi.
sci-fi.
that's
I can't say Alien again because that's cheating.
I've
Probably
seen
between Blade Runner and The Martian because they're both really good movies. Like Blade Runner is obviously one of the most classic sci-fi movies ever made, but The Martian was so good. Like I saw it.
Still
when
have
I
not
was
seen
younger.
it. So.
Sci-fi Star Wars.
Sci-fi Star Wars.
It's not even, but I wouldn't even call that sci-fi.
I would,
It's
since I
fantasy
mean,
and space.
okay, then what's your favorite horror film? Because I mean, Halloween is tomorrow.
Favorite horror film?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna have
That's
to
it.
counterpick you and say Predator.
But when you
It's an action report elements. It's not.
but can you say
That would be like
can
Alien.
you argue that
Aliens
Alien
is action.
Oh,
Alien is
shit.
not. Alien is pure horror. Aliens with James Cameron is an action film with horror elements. Just like Terminator 2 is action with some horror elements.
Use the word scary instead because it's more broad.
Okay, I like that.
Well, it could be personally horrifying.
I myself.
Yeah, because I have like a favorite horror film, and then I have a personally.
The Exorcist.
I swear to God, if you keep talking about I'm fucking talking. I'm so shit at me. Because you could say the difference between a good. I do have a different horror film that that's genuinely good and I love, but there's also another horror film that is completely terrifying to me. Okay, now what were you saying?
What was the horror? What was the film? What were those movies?
The one that's genuinely scary to me, that's terrified me as a child, was The Strangers.
Santa Claus?
Yes, with Tim Allen.
Santa Claus 3?
You guys ever see Children of the
They
Corn?
made a third one? No.
Children of the Corn?
Yeah, was that one scary to you?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
That one's just,
Dude, Jeepers Creepers, scariest movie of all time, dude.
Guys,
Bro,
Blair
I
Witch
was
Project, let's be honest.
I really liked,
Goosebumps?
The Strangers, what is that about again?
That one,
Mine was E.T. when his fucking light hit, like
No,
his
that's
finger lights up. Shit, I shit my pants in theaters, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what the fuck?
I got an
I'm still on
erection.
the ride at University.
This is nutty.
I got an erection when this finger lit up. I don't know what you're talking about. But The Strangers is the one where it's like...
is that your first belly?
Hey,
Phone me home, DT.
I don't want to talk about it.
Isn't that the one, Timmy, isn't that the one where like the people like bust in the house and like...
Yeah, it's like the
Busted
three
up.
people and they're wearing the mask and they...
Oh, like the
And it was
mask?
Yeah, and it was based on a true story. And that's why it terrifies me so much, because like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy isn't real.
He's not
and
scary, though. He's like goofy. Like, the first one is really good, but like...
yeah.
Same with Jason is like, and Michael Myers. Like,
You guys ever see
the
Jason
first
in
ones are like,
Space?
I love
fucking
Jason in
God,
Space.
it's
That one's
so-
my fucking...
so
that one's
dumb.
my favorite. What are you
But
talking
like their movies, but like their classic like gore fest movies, they're not terrifying. They're just like shocking.
And there to
But,
show
like,
you some titties.
Alien is like horrifying. Like the concept of like this deadly alien in a small ship with a group of people, and the way that it bursts, like it goes in your mouth and bursts out of your chest,
Yeah.
and like. Because in Aliens, what the problem is, they made it not threatening because, like, oh, she's killing an army of xenomorphs. But in Alien, you know that xenomorph is more overpowered, like, it's more powerful than any of them.
Right.
So it's incredibly terrifying because you know there's no way you could, like, defend yourself against it. So you have to hide. You have no choice but to, like, protect yourself in other ways.
But that's what, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, like, those aren't real. Like, the idea of Freddy and, like, something in your dreams that you can't run away from, that's the scary element of it. That's what's supposed to scare you, is your idea of Freddy. In The Strangers, it's really just three people who have created hidey holes and, like, trap doors and ways into this house and basically control everything that goes on in this house and has cameras set up and can walk in and out anytime they feel. And that's just terrifying to me. Like, what if you were in a situation where they were in control of the phones and they planned everything out and it was really just a bunch of psychopaths ready to kill you?
Yeah, I see
ever
what you
seen-
mean about being
Sorry.
definition of horror, because that is, I think that movie, from what I remember, is more of a thriller. But I can see how it can be horror,
Yes.
depending on the perception of it.
Yes.
Because Panic Room is like a thriller movie, but some people would consider it a horror movie, just because of how real it is. Like, it's terrifying because it could happen.
Have y'all seen The Grudge?
Yeah.
Grudge is pretty good.
I used to show my parents watching them. I watched all three of them straight with my brother.
I really like Exorcist movies. So the original Exorcism.
Those aren't really scary though. Those are actually interesting.
Jesus. Fuck. Sorry.
They were fucking like that scared the shit out of me as a kid. You know, like
Oh,
back when I was like 13.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Chucky scared the
Terrifying.
shit out of me.
I never seen the Chucky movies,
Dude,
but
You've
those are
never
so
seen
dumb.
the Chucky movies?
I watched
No.
Chucky.
Those are
The
classics.
first one is pretty scary, but the
Dude,
rest of them are
are
just goofy.
dumb.
All my dad
Bro,
watches was
Gremlins.
sci-fi, and like literally,
Leprechaun.
literally, I was like 5, and my dad watched it at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And I watched like literally 30 minutes of it. I was scared straight.
I
2
do
weeks straight.
remember, like, the first time I saw it.
Oh,
I couldn't. I
have a
checked
scary
all
movie.
my fucking surroundings. So
Boom.
All right, but
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like I really like this movie. It's about aliens, alien abductions. It's based on a true story, actually. It's called Fire in the Sky.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
There's
it's
been
a book
there's been other
and it's a
movies
movie.
about the same story.
It's really fucking good, and it's
good,
actually
but the
really
problem
fucking
to me
scary.
though is that the guy has been discredited, which makes it like not as horrifying. Because when it was like people thought that it was plausible that he was telling the truth, that's more terrifying because you're like, oh, this sounds like it was a real guy. But then later on, like I think in the early 2000s, he was like debunked. Like
Right.
he made everything up, and like he's just been selling a really good lie for the past
30, 40 years.
Yeah, so that was, depending on the time period, would probably make it more scary.
Right. I'd agree.
Because alien abduction
Still,
stories
that
to me
was a
they're
very
never
good-
scary because
very
I
good
know
movie.
that most of the people that claim that like are obviously faking it.
Oh,
Because if you take your perception of horror films, Schindler's List is a terrifying film because like it's a real thing that happened and like it's the story of a real person. And then at the end, it's so tragic when he realizes, like, he's thinking of all the things he could have sold. How many more people could he have gotten for this ring and for this watch? Like, in a historical way, it's very scary. But
You know what's a good scary / thriller movie?
what?
Silence of the Lambs.
It's a good one.
Alright,
That's a good one. It's
very
classic.
good.
Yeah, it's creepier than I would say horrifying.
That's why I
It's
say
like-
scary / thriller.
Yeah, it's more on like the just fucked up.
You
like
just feel
how
like
fucked up can we
gross when
get?
you're
Yeah,
watching.
exactly.
Yeah, but horror is like to me like I don't want to say psycho because that's such a cliche answer, but it's a classic horror film. It's like, or Poltergeist is a good one
That is
because where
good.
Exorcist is focused on the gross out like shock horror, Poltergeist is more like this a little bit more subtle where they do have some shock horror like where the guy's face is falling off and stuff, which is all practical effects, which is amazing, but. There's so much more suspense and like tension. Same with Terminator 1. Like, people don't think of it as a horror a lot of times because they just remember Terminator 2 being an action movie. But Terminator 1 was a terrifying movie, especially I talked to my stepdad about it. When it came out, he was like, I was legitimately terrified of like a cybernetic being, like unstoppable robot, like. And then when Terminator 2 came out, like, I remember him telling me, he's like, what you guys will never get is. Because a lot of people watch Terminator 2 first now if they go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But at the time that Terminator 2 came out, when you don't know that Arnold Schwarzenegger's a good guy yet, and then you see the cop and in that hallway where John Connor, he's got the box of roses, and then he pulls out the gun and you're like, oh shit, because you think he's still an evil robot like in the first one, and then he's like, get down, and then he saves him, and then you're like,
I'm just
like
saying,
that moment. Rick told me is like one of the best in film.
Can we just say
You
that
have to
that
be-
cop, like, that was some of the best? Do you know his name? Because he is in
I do,
other
but
things.
I can't remember.
God, can we just say that is probably some of the best
A
casting?
lot of it is practical effects.
I know it's that's just how he
And
moves.
they have two sets of twins, and there's in Terminator 2 like the scene where there was a cut scene where we're in the warehouse and she's taking the bullets out of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
There was a part where she was gonna take off like the side of his scalp
Yeah.
and like remove something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had this shot where it looked like you were seeing the reflection. Like they moved, there was a tracking shot from one side of the mirror to the other looking at them.
Yeah.
And the way they pulled it off, because they didn't have CGI to do it back then, the actress that played Sarah Connor actually had a twin sister. And they got the real Arnold to be on the mirror side, because you never see Arnold's face, you just see a guy. And they were doing the same exact motions at the same time, but it got cut for time reasons. But like, Terminator 2, like the filmmaking was fantastic.
Pretty
Some of the
great,
things
yeah.
they got. The car scene, James Cameron was in the back seat, crunched up, like he had to do things to get shots that his cinematographer wouldn't do. Like he was doing dangerous stunts. Like he's a really cool director. Like, he's super good dude. Well, I think the classic funny horror movie is Evil Dead. Like obviously, like the original Evil Dead, like set the tone for like the funny horror movies that had like all the shock horror and like gross out practical effects and stuff. And I think the second one was even more so like just over the top, crazy, eccentric like horror movies. Yeah, which the remake didn't really do that much. They kind of tried to be more serious with it, which is kind of annoying. But
Right.
whatever.
Can we talk about mind-blowing movies?
Go for it.
Donnie Darko? Have y'all seen that?
That was pretty. Yeah, of course. It's
That was an awesome fucking movie.
Yeah,
With Johnny Depp, right?
Stop it.
Which one was Johnny Depp in where he was in Mafia?
That was Black Man.
That was Black Mirror.
No. He was in Johnny Depp was in an oldish kind of film that came out in the 90s where he was.
Oh, was it the one where he had like guitar case? There was a shot.
I think it was like Johnny
Wait,
something.
what? The guitar case? That was fucking Antonio Banderas. What are you talking
No,
about?
they had a Johnny Depp.
No, but he
That's
was
Bravo?
he was an undercover
it was
cop
Bravo.
for a mob. I can't remember what it's called.
Not at
I'm
all.
gonna look it up.
He's gonna do movies. You know what the classic movie, which I know a lot
Donnie Brasco. Sorry, that's why I got it mixed up. It's called Donnie Brasco.
The
That's
classic movie where like
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
It's so good, dude.
and I know Timmy, I don't know if I disagree because I think I've mentioned this guy before and you're like in the camp that totally hates him.
Go for it.
But M. Night Shyamalan used to be an incredible director.
Used to be. Exactly.
He's made some of
Used
the
to be.
most incredible, like,
Signs is
profound movies.
awesome.
Signs is pretty good. But Sixth Sense, in terms of a
Amazing.
mind-blowing
Dude,
movie,
Lady in the
Sixth
Water
Sense.
was
Why'd
really
you hate
awesome.
Sixth Sense?
Dude, are you kidding me? I literally watched that whole
That was
movie
when he
just to realize he
fell,
died at
that's
the
when he
fucking beginning.
Yeah, I know.
Like really, I really thought like, oh my god, I just
Yeah,
watched
everybody.
movie. I
That,
got
that is
pissed
kind
off.
of no. That is kind of the whole shitty thing about it is
But
that
the- but
before
the-
you see it, everybody goes, "Hey, there's gonna be a twist. There's gonna be a twist." And
well,
then
I mean, I'm saying, and we took it in the context of it coming out.
when it came out, exactly.
And also the fact that you can do repeat viewings and you can see hints and signs and like subsequent like viewings that like show that like, oh yeah, now that I know he's dead, that you can see like hints that they left along the way. Like they were really clever with that. And I think
I literally thought it was dumb because like I've never watched it like for years, like even like far after it came out. But like I watched it just because like I was bored. I saw it on fucking Netflix one day, and then like everyone always talks about that movie. They always refer to it, so I was like, okay, let me just watch it so I know what the fuck they're talking about. And I got pissed off, like legitimately pissed off at the end. I was like, really, like really.
I'm just saying.
but like that was the best twist. Well,
That was a terrible twist.
that was one of the best twists in movies. No, I'm saying like unexpected. Like no one knew that was like no one even thought that would be the twist. It's up there with Darth Vader being Luke's father. Like instead of the
Yeah, it's you have to
cinematic
think
twist
about
where
that
you're like, holy
time
shit.
period, whenever it actually came out.
Alright.
But yeah, M. Night Shyamalan used to be.
What is that movie?
You're not putting his Chief right now?
What? No, that's the whole point. It switches from Chief and Lock. Yeah,
What is it called?
these people are hunting Chief,
No, the
Right, I know that.
and he went to go visit the Arbiter. He's helping the Arbiter out now.
Chief is?
Oh,
Night
that,
Shyamalan
yeah, that's
is the director.
yeah, that's
of
it.
that.
This guy, Lock is. But yeah, Arbiter's not even tripping about him hunting Chief because Cortana, like in the middle of the conversation, was like, "Yeah, fucking let him. He's not gonna fucking
Buck this
give a
guy's
shit
fucked.
about it." Yeah, I know. We're all getting
Yeah,
fucked.
buck
Here.
fucked.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, team. Okay, but yeah, M. Night Shyamalan, still a horrible thing.
Okay, but let me just say something real quick. For the top 5 movies, you know how I said True Grit?
Yes.
I'm replacing that with The Big Lebowski.
Okay, that's fine. I'll definitely allow it.
I fucking love The Big Lebowski.
That was my
That
list.
is one of my favorite fucking movies.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
We're pretty much out of time. There was no structure really to this one. I'm gonna cut down about 20 minutes of Nintendo. I'm keeping it. It's good. It's fine.
Until he gets to
But
the
seriously, even though we should have been talking about 30 minutes about Halo 5.
They're getting a good idea of it.
Oh, you're supposed to talk about Halo 5?
We were.
Like,
No,
we should mention-
I have no context.
We should
to
mention
this
at the end, if you're listening purely from the podcast, the YouTube channel, we have Timmy playing Halo 5, which we've mentioned at the time.
Yes.
If you want a visual, so you can
So yeah,
keep track of it.
if you want to just watch something while you're listening, yeah, go check out the YouTube video. But this is still going to be on SoundCloud. And thank you so much. That it?
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll
do it.
Thank you so much for listening. Please tune in every Friday for our podcast. And starting November, we're going to be pumping out videos a lot more than we're pumping out videos now because we've been slacking. But John just got a new job, and me and Zach, we've already had jobs, and we've been fucking trying to get shit done with its schedules. But no, we're going to be scheduling better. We're going to be getting videos out. We swear to God.
You might see me because I just got fired.
Hey!
GG life.
And yeah, Neil is probably going to be, you're going to probably be seeing Neil pop up a little bit more. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Really do appreciate you
It
guys.
was nice meeting you.
Don't shut the fuck up!
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you bitch.